phone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. This is taken at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers! Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Now the try here for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 52 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. To throw, it's Lance. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Second down and goal. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a fourth and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. That ball caught by Slayton. And yet again, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now this throw caught left side. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Packers. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And that one results in 35 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Play action, now it's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rodgers now on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 41 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Throwing now is Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
88.
Now Rodgers. He's got it. Touchdown. Aaron Jones from 6 yards away. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And Lance going to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Lance. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
They'll run with Gibson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Here's Mitchell, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. Touchdown 49ers. Hunter Renfrow, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. Completes it again to Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 26 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first down. Touch the ball. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires. We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of him. And again, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Lance. And that will be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers crossing the field. Beckham makes a catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Rodgers going to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Rodgers. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15. Touchdown! Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Packers get a bit closer. Rodgers will throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with two remaining. We'll be back after this. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And try to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers now to throw.
And boy, another
ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And the tight end goes in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's caught, and they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The city always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how